Congratulations on the win, broken the duck, and after we spoke at the game at Durham on Friday, a lot of what you said then, and particularly about batters actually going on and realising that there's plenty of time in these games, was absolutely put into action today.
Yeah, I think today was definitely a good day. Besides from the win, I think we put things into practice which we've spoken about. It's been a bit of the frustration. We were aware of those things earlier in the comp, but couldn't really quite put them into the matches. So yeah, it was pleasing that happened today, and to win so convincingly was great.
What was the thinking about past score on this particular pitch? I mean, Northamptonshire getting up towards 300. Looked at one point as though it could be a fair bit north of that.
Yeah, it's always tough. I think we sort of had in mind 270 if we could aim for that and then hopefully get a few more, rather than aiming for 300 and falling well below that. So I think at the break we were really happy. We probably didn't really kick on in those last sort of 8 as we would have liked if we were being really picky, but I think we got off to a brilliant start, and then Vasco just played through the innings, which we know the importance of having a guy in throughout the innings, whoever that might be. So he did that really well today, and then guys came in and played cameos along the way. And yeah, we got up to a score which we thought was competitive on that pitch.
Prithvi's obviously been in terrific nick in the competition so far. He's pushing up to 300 runs in the 5 matches. Ricardo's had a bit of a struggle in the competition so far going into today, but how important was it for him, you mentioned there, to sort of play that kind of innings and just get himself some time at the middle?
Yeah, I think it's always hard for whoever it is at the other end with Prithvi, the way that he scores so freely. I think Vasco showed real maturity today, just to take the back seat almost while Prithvi just does what he does, and then made sure that he took the reins going into the rest of the innings. So yeah, I thought that was a really mature knock, and then obviously Bart's and a few guys in and around him made us get to a very competitive score.
I think the feeling upstairs was that it was important, obviously, to pick up a couple of early wickets. Worcestershire very heavily reliant on that top 4, and you must have been delighted with the way Jack White and Ben Sanderson went about their business, just did what they do.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they're very, very hard to score off, let alone sort of survive. And Jack's obviously picked up a few niggles throughout this competition and struggled to bowl his full 10 overs so far. So I managed to convince him to bowl his 10 on the reel. But yeah, those two up top always set the tone really well for us. And then it's just about making sure that as a unit, not just the guys with the ball in the hand, but in the field, we keep that intensity, keep that momentum going into those middle overs, which I thought today we did really well.
And again, Justin Broad coming in and picking up wickets, and having not taken a list A wicket before the game at Radlett, he's now got 8 in 3 games.
Yeah, he bowled really well. Broady's definitely got talent with the ball, and we look to use him a little bit more. And yeah, I thought he sort of took the battle on after Sando that end, and he kept the pressure on, which is always really important. I think teams know the threat we have with Jack and Sando with the new ball, and Brody, I thought, really just kept the pressure on them. And what was nice was we obviously kept taking wickets, but the run rate always was going north, which was always nice.
So 1 win, 3 games left. Last time Northamptonshire qualified for the knockout stage of this, 2016, won 4 games. So win the last 3. What's the feeling? Is it still possible to go through?
Not sure, to be honest. I think we're obviously bitterly disappointed. We had a chat this morning about we got 1 or 2 ways we go about these last 4 games. We can either go through the motions and be disappointed we've not qualified, or actually play with a bit of pride and put things right. And I'm really happy with how the guys went about it today. Ultimately, we just got to win the next game, keep ticking them off, and we'll see where we are at the end.
I suppose the other thing is it's important thinking about momentum. You've got a couple of championship matches coming up, looking for first win, get back into the promotion mix there, and then of course the small matter of a T20 quarter-final. So you want to be in form and confident going into the cricket starting at the back end of this month.
Yeah, definitely. That was another thing I mentioned this morning in the warm-up, was about getting momentum amongst the club. It's just because it's a different format, it's still momentum, still winning games of cricket. So it's an important couple of weeks for us. Hopefully we can kick on from today with a confidence throughout the whole team, and then we take that into the rest of the cricket this year.